Here are the instructions for this shading exercise. I'm going to go ahead and maximize this. We reviewed shading already with our sphere video talking about light source, light logic, midtones, dark tones, true midtones, core light, and that highlight, which is the light of the paper, casting a shadow, and even shading the background. So using all that information, what you're going to do here is you are going to copy down this worksheet exactly. You're copying it down as reference into your sketchbook. Now notice these houses are not drawn very well. Notice here they're not drawn well, or even on the final one. They're loose, they're sketchy, they're very, very not perfect. For steps 1 and 2, you're simply copying them down in a sketchy, loose style and copying down all the notes that you see. Of course, you can use your own handwriting or own labeling, but you are writing down these exactly as you see them. Your shading can be loose and sketchy as well, just like you see them on these examples. You don't have to even draw the houses as large as they are. If you can fit it all on a one-page, great. If not, use the pages front to back. Now the last worksheet, the third worksheet, you are shading these houses in. So start on a fresh page and shade each house using light logic. Here you're using only line. Okay, I will let you experiment on this one. You can use broader angled strokes or tighter angled strokes. Maybe do broad angled strokes here and tight angled strokes here. Here you're using gradation, which is cross hatching. So up top is hatching. The next one, gradation, is cross hatching. And you are keeping in mind where your light source is. Here, the arrow says your light source is the upper left. Here, the arrow says your light source on this final house here is the upper right. So down here, we've got one final house and one final tree, shading with angles you think are necessary. And on the last one, notice the little sun and the arrow are indicating that on one of the house and the trees, it's coming in from the left-hand side, and on the other one, it's coming in from the right-hand side. Making sure that you hit your core shadow, your cast shadow, your midtones, thinking about the light logic and practicing the light logic. Notice these are loose and sketchy and light. This is the same thing as when you're in sports and you show up that day, there's a bunch of cones out, you know, and you're going to do drills that you've never even seen or heard of before, but somehow they kind of serve the purpose of hitting the ball better, shooting the ball better, kicking the ball better, or making the goal better. So whatever it is, these are it's akin to in sports doing a practice session. It's when you show up and you do drills. This is a drill in art for using light logic, and it's going to help you out a lot when we move on to your final project of the paper curl.